Good morning, Huey fans. Welcome to the channel, Artistic Flight. Hueycast number 2. This will take a while to upload because she may be long. May 25th, 2002. If you guys feel like supporting her channel, check out our website and grab one of our downloads there. $10, help us out. Artistic-flight.com. $10 Canadian. Probably won't hurt the wallet very much. We're gonna hop in the Huey here and start her up. Alright, so we're gonna have a little flying chat, and we got some cows again, Kawasaki, and I figured we'd bring them out again because of the global food shortage upcoming. Planned or unplanned. And we're talking about that in the other episode 1. What do you guys think? I think you never know. I think we're going to move on from that. We're going to talk about the Huey, fuel prices maybe. But I think today's major subject there will be modern women. And I've been seeing a lot of videos on that lately. So, did a little research for a couple of nights. And we'll have a little chat and fly. And I'm testing out a new mission here. We're on Digital Combat Simulator. And virtual reality, Oculus Rift CV1. Flying a Huey helicopter, UH-1H. Oh, got a little lag spike there. We're going to keep things positive as always. So don't be thinking that we're going to be hating on anyone here. That's straight. Just trying to get my VR all set up here. Or it's not already on, I think. I'm going to check here. It's 19 degrees, 20 degrees. Alright, there's a couple of gunboats set up here, and I was going to double check here if the waypoints are working on this. They are. Alright. Show you guys where we're flying today. Taking off from Hoover Dam, going to fly to Echo Bay. And I don't remember the name of the airport, it might be Echo Bay as well. So we're going to shut the door here, get this thing all spooled up. And I don't think we're going to bother turning lights on. We don't need that. So we're flying with a Ukrainian skin, and in case you guys were wondering. Have some door gunners in the back. Shout out to left door gunner. My co-pilot, fuckface. Because you can't aim worth shit and you're not allowed the guns. And, oh boy, is my sensor gonna work? Anyway, I don't think I can fan that much today. We got our right door gunner. Maybe I can go all the way around this way. There we are. Black Lives Matter over there. They do. And I'm not going to joke about that. Every lives matter, and we won't move on that too much. Or cover that. Controversial. So, foot pedals working. Oh yeah, on a side note, before we take off there, sorry, I'm getting a little loud on the mic. If you guys want to check out Maxflightstick.com and you guys want to save 7% there, enter Artistic Flight, all one word at the checkout. Anti-torque pedals, cyclics, collectives, or you can get them all in one, which is what we're flying with right now, the Huey 2022 set. And I gotta be real careful here I don't hit any cows on my takeoff. Oh boy. That was a little squirrely. It made me nervous. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna take off. I'm gonna come in over the bridge. And I guess my weapons are armed good. Alright, look, a little green GT here. Hopefully the frames per second work out. I believe there's 18 gunboats. Oh, way over GT there. Can handle that. Just collective and NOE. There is a lot of hydro lines in here, so that's why my EGT seems to be a little bit intense. I'm gonna get the HUD up here, and our first gunboat should be over here, coming up soon. Hoover Dam Bridge, hydro lines. And, oh yeah, that's why we're a little heavy here. I brought full fuel. There's the gunboat. Oh, we're already getting some stuff shot at us. So we'll talk and fly, and won't worry about these guns, or these incoming rounds, I should say. I'll get my left door gunner here to start practicing his aim today. And I'll just practice dodging bullets. There we go. What's going on over there? Oh, there comes our mascot, Kohler, turning 9 this year. On some meds there, had an anal gland failure a little while ago, well, I'll say 5-6 years ago. On some meds for life there. If you guys want to help support the dog, the mascot there, do the digital download off the website, $10, and then every download from that there will help support the dog. It'll go right to the account, and we'll start funding the vet bill, which is 675 Canadian every 3 months. So if you guys want to help out with that, that would be great. And we'll get a video here, and we'll get some cookies to the dog on hopefully you can hear him munching on it. We'll do it in VR. You won't be able to see him, obviously, but we'll get that on there if you guys help out the dog. So we'll do special shout-outs, anyone donating to the dog. We'll just use your first name there when you do the purchase of the digital download. And special perks, I've set that up for you guys now. When you download it, you can share it with your friends. There's a PDF, just a little beginner information tutorial there for the Huey. And if you guys want to get into the simulator, there's also a little, well, it's not a checklist, but a fairly simple step-by-step for a startup and a shutdown for Digital Combat Simulator UH-1H versus using, say, the auto startup option there and writing it all down. But always good to learn how maybe a cheat sheet printable version of a PDF. So check that out. Help out the dog, help out the team here. And I'm just trying to get this head set right here. The foam's starting to fall off there. It's been used quite a bit. And I got this fan blowing on me, and I'm just debating if I should turn it off. It's getting kind of chilly here. Oh well. So on a side note, I believe I mentioned we're flying on the NCTR Nevada test and training map again. But this time we took off at the Hoover Dam. We're heading over to, oh, let's see, what was that called? Echo Bay. And if you guys are ever wondering where you are on the map and you're following some waypoints, you can hit right control and the letter K is in kilo, and you'll mark your position on the map, and I can show you here what I'm talking about, hopefully. I don't think we're close enough yet. There's a little V you can mark, I guess, if you want to call it that. Mark your position in case you get lost, versus pulling up the full map in F10. So we're just quick little tutorials I like to toss in here for the simu players and VCS. And I got some hard right pedal there for this one. I gotta wait to get this left door gunner on an angle over that. We should open up in about 3, 2, 1. There we go. In case you guys are wondering here, I'm recording the audio live as we fly, so hopefully we don't have any stumpers. I have a cheat sheet there by my keyboard if I can use my nose gap here, and we'll go over the subject. A little bit of a later start getting into her today, but we're doing a little bit different in combat, testing out a mission. Let's put up these comms towers here to mark the way. But it's kind of hard to get lost. There's going to be gunboats all in this river or waterway here. On a side note, not in my notes today, record low levels on Lake Mead, I believe, is where we're at. So we got a boat up in here. I believe that's what the name of it is. Let me know in the comments how you guys making out. I heard there's some wild stuff getting found in the lake here, but they're saying maybe tied in with Las Vegas crime scene. But who knows? What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the section if you feel like it. And I know I put some gunboats over there at some point, but I think we should be good without needing our main gun. My foot sliding off the pedal there. And there's my rear cable. Alright, so let me get this cheat sheet here and take a little peekaroo. So down the rabbit hole, Modern Women, episode 2. Alright, so we got the Western women. Western modern women versus Eastern women. Seems to be a fairly... I guess that's the main subject, I guess, that's being discussed. Traditional Eastern valued, like marriage, kids, stay at home, it doesn't matter, family first kind of thing. Women put themselves first, take pride in themselves and pride in the marriage, pride in the men. Love, trust, all that kind of classical. Maybe sacrifice, stuff like that. And then you got the newer age Western women, go to work, get a career, sacrifice your time, put your kids in child support, or child care, sorry. Or yeah, maybe child support if you're a single mom and on choice, I should say, I guess. Nothing against single moms. I was raised by a single mom. My dad passed away when I was 7, which is kind of hard, but I won't talk about that. A long time since then. But my mom never really dated again, never had a need to. I guess heart was broken. Traditional old school love, till death do you part kind of stuff there. Kind of rare. That's why I have faith, on a side note, for possibly a marriage one day. But on another side note, prenuptial agreements, guys. Girls don't want that. Red flag. Red flag. Speaking of red flag, isn't there a red flag joint aviation Air Force training scenario on a side note, I believe? I think there's a mission for that you can download on Digital Combat Simulator. If you guys are into like the F-15, F-16, F-18, F-14. They're coming out with F-15 Eagle soon, dual cockpits, fully clickable, I would imagine. And when that comes out, I may check that out. I'm still need to get one of my other longtime lovers, the F-16, so that's kind of on my list. But Huey first and foremost. And also, if you guys are interested, we have some merch on the channel. If you guys also sexually identify as a Huey, check out our t-shirts there. We can get those printed and shipped off to you there. Got that on sale, free shipping, no tax if you're Canadian at this point. We've North America, we got that set up there. So if you guys are in Canada, USA, I don't believe there might be an issue with California with some privacy thing there. I don't know if you guys tried out. I'm still getting it, tweaking the site, adding new things. Maybe try not to buy the Maxflightstick off my website there. You get it cheaper with the code Artistic Flight at the maxflight.com site. So check that out there. Check out Max's site anyways. It's got some new product up. It's not been updated on my site yet either, on a side note. We just came out with, I forget what he's called it now. There's the newer sets came out there. So check them out, maxflightstick.com on a side note. And hopefully this isn't lagging or anything and you guys are getting some decent frame rates here as well on a side note. And I'm not giving you guys VR sickness or anything. So we're flying 50 something, oh no, not even 50 knots, here we go, 50 knots. Should probably speed her up, although this isn't a very long mission by any means. So on a side note, before I forget, I'm gonna mark my spot on the map again here, right control and K. Whoop. And we'll see if I'm close enough here to where we were talking about before. Okay, see where it says Boulder City with the square or the rectangular box around it? And under the 4, under the C in the city, there's an arrow I've marked there with my position, and I gotta get my hand back on the collective here. So we're gonna be in the splash into the water at 6 feet, AGL. It's above the ground level. got that as opposed to the MSL, which is saying we still are at 300 feet. Yipper. Good to know your instruments. Also, we had a VFR, visual flight rules, on that. So I guess we better get back in this major subject here before you guys lose interest. So where are we gonna go? Western women, Eastern women. Alright, so. Alright, a lot of things. There's some questions dudes want to ask the women. Western women, anyway. What are you girls bringing to the relationship? So what do you bring to the relationship? So, not just the sex and the warm, moist hole, as one would say. Not my words. Coming out of I believe Studio 21, if that's right. Special shout out to your videos there. Make Women Great Again conference. And I believe where that's from. I could be wrong. I believe I don't think the title's Warm, Moist Hole. It could be. There might be a short for that one. But anyway, long story short, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Girls, probably not a big fan of the word moist on another note. Anyway, we'll move along from that there. But so what do you bring to the table without getting offended with just a simple question? Sit back, think about it for a minute, don't let the emotions run wild. And on another side note, I guess a lot of the feedback, or not feedback, just general talk on the subject on YouTube is dudes really don't seem to care too much about women's careers or their success or how much they earn. I just want like core values. Very little drama, really. Just want to come home if you're working all day to just chill and relax atmosphere. I don't think people really could ask much more. And mind you, don't want to come home to like the house being completely destroyed either, which is understandable. Girls have some kids sometimes there, and they can keep you on your toes on the cleaning scene. Depending on a child, and when you're, what's the word there, disciplining techniques. They tried disciplining me, but as most great leaders, we challenge authority. So, anyway, special shout out to everyone there, raised well, got good core values. Which leads me to another topic. I guess they talk about baby daddy dramas, the single mamas. But a lot of videos on avoiding single moms. I can't really say all of them. There are some great single moms out there, so don't turn it all down. Don't shut down the hope. Different situations, you never know. Don't judge a book by its cover there. Maybe get a little bit of the feedback, how it occurred. Keep in mind that honesty maybe very rarely shows its face sometimes. I guess that goes both ways. Men and women being honest. Always best to just start out being honest, stay on that foot. At least in my opinion. And you won't have to worry about it. Anyways, one of the core values, we'll talk about that later as we move along in the list. Hopefully try to keep this fairly positive there, and I went over my notes, spent an hour here, so I'm pretty sure there shouldn't have to be any disclaimers. So, let's see, I'm picking up the notes now, average out pass. Okay, so, I guess we better worry about dodging them bullets. Oh, and you hit them from out here? Guess we got a lot of ammo. Good splash. I don't know how many we splashed now, but anyway. Anyways, you guys can see the little extra ricocheting bullets over there. Nice little features in DCS. They always update in the simulator. Just had a 1 gig almost update today. Special shout out to the development team. Thank you guys very much. You guys are always constantly updating this sim. I got this 2014. I don't think I've ever had more than a 3-week period without you guys coming out with an update. So special shout out. You guys doing hard work over there. So I know you guys get a lot of flack. But anyway, as they say, when you want to know when stuff's coming out, it's 2 weeks, man. It's 2 weeks later. 2 weeks. You guys know what I'm talking about here in the DCS community. Just want to make sure my collective's not dropping there. So, this Maxflight set, if I use the collective too much, it starts to sync on its own, but it's good. It nice sticks in place for now. Alright. So, big subject talk there, or videos on women in their 30s. Some may say that you could classify that as a cougar, or, but, okay, a little bit more left hello here. Where is that subject? 30 by now? Okay. I'm trying to read out my nose gap and not make it look too weird, so we're still flying okay here. Alright, I'm gonna need a hand on collective again. So, oh, sold this cheat sheet on my site click. So I think I read there, you're coming up to the wall, fertility issues, the countdown, I guess it's the final countdown. In the A factory. Oh, I guess you only have so many to begin with. Anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, let's move on here. We got see these babies. Alright, so I guess you're talking about you had all your fun days in the 20s, without all the jokes, all the sausages down the hallway there. Fooling around, doing the old Western thing. Maybe not. Well, we're going with the subject, so we're not classifying all women here on the side note. So no panties in and out. Okay, so understandable. Like you have your fun days, but leading up to why there's some issues here in the Western women. So Eastern women may or may not tend to do the sleeping around thing for 10 or 1 or 2 decades. And we'll let left door counter again, I guess. So where are we gonna get an angle on him? So dating apps, swiping all day long, looking for the alpha male, the high earner. You got the super long list of what you want there, needy, greedy. And you want the looks there, and high status, or whatever. That seems to be what the overall ladies are looking for there. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. It has some high standards, but I guess the long story short with that, they're starting to overlook the majority of all men are kind of average there at that. Same with women. That's what's another subject line B, which people seem to take offensive. No, everyone's not outstanding, eh? So, like, not everyone's, running around as Einsteins, and it's just normal. Everyone develops. Different cultures, different societies, different upbringings affect that. So anyway, so unrealistic expectations and maybe some red flags with tattoos. Not all of them. Maybe they're playing mind games, got drama, the baggage, maybe kids from multiple fathers. They had made bad decisions, so maybe men don't kind of like that. Girls are getting kind of wondering why, but I don't know. I guess girls could change. Mind you, some dudes, I don't know, maybe not want to take the risk on that there. So don't be mad there if they're not picking you, and maybe you gotta look at yourself. And I'm not the first one to throw a stone here either, so. Let's get this regular gunner for change. So, you know, not everyone's innocent there, so don't get me wrong, that's perfect by any means. And once we shoot this gunboat here with the right gunner, it should be about 3, 2, 1, or not? Alright, splash 1. We'll just keep saying splash 1, so I think that'll work anyway. Alright, so these I put in here marking my directional change. We didn't have to worry about pulling up the map there. So we're gonna start turning in about north 0, 0. Probably had 0 in here in a minute. Should be another gunboat, or is that the last one? Alright, we'll try to move along here. So, like I said, keeping it positive. So, I don't know, some people say girls over 30 got a lot of wear and tear, got excess baggage, got kids, and I understand that everyone deserves the attention, and everyone wants to get the love and affection that's, you know, the guy is looking for, kind of like the mom, the love, the care, you know, when you're a baby, you're crying, you get the attention. And then you grow up to learn how to cope without getting it, cry, and then eventually they don't come. So, anyway, shout out to, I can't remember his name, it's a PhD guy the other day on, what is it? I don't know, something on women. Anyway, it's a good hour and 10 minutes. If I can remember his name, I'll try to do a shout out here. And I got the shivers on another note here from this air blowing on me. Well, looks like we're already at the airport. Alright, we'll do a flaparoon instead of landing. I think we're only halfway down the list here, and this can go really quick. So, anyway, side note, guys don't really like chicks with masculine traits. I can agree with that. Attention whores, I don't mind that a little. I mean, I'm a... say between an alpha and a sigma male personality. Probably more sigma at this point. Put a pause on the dating scene. Don't really want to get into it, it's not a big thing anyway. We're going over this anyway, but I did a move, different culture shock, so I guess east and west there, but even just within your own country, you can have culture shock too on different women as well. But, anyway, always good to be patient. That's what I was going to talk about there. Maybe bullets, it'll come up again here, but courtship seems to be lacking. Like, let me try to explain. The relationships in the past versus our modern ones in the Western society, like men and women, like probably had quite a few dates before they got married and then had kids. It was kind of taboo even to sleep together before marriage back in the day, but not saying that's going to be a major factor. It's kind of a large one though in a long-term relationship lasting. But I think people are starting to treat their marriages like their careers, where you can just kind of forfeit it, get a new one every couple of years. I guess that's where we're coming into one of these bullet notes, was princess mentality. Not growing up to be the queen, like the respectable, someone you would look up to and respect when people used to respect their elders kind of deal. Like a spoiled child, getting everything they want, coming back like greediness again, I guess. But I mean, it's nice to pamper your women, but don't like when they have expectations that are outrageous again. Get a little too much there. Classic women appreciate it. Don't want to go around and have you buying them shit all the time to make you pretend that's how you love them. We'll be able to read you if you love them or not. You love them with your time, your attention, your interests. Obviously supporting them mentally and financially, maybe. But you guys know it's like, it should be the teeter-totter, and it shouldn't be constantly the one sitting on the ground lifting her up there. It should be a balanced approach. Sharing the chores, as one could say. But I believe in traditional relationships. I think only one woman's the only you would need when you're committed. And the commitment for me would start in the dating period. Guys, comment in the sections there. Different times in the past you could date multiple people, but obviously it would be non-sexual. But what do you guys think? Do you think we should bring back traditional courtship? Getting to know the woman. And then the dreaded meet their family, meet the parents thing, which just shouldn't be dreaded really, because you got to get along with the family, in my opinion. Family should really come first. Which we could do another Huey cast on that, about the breakup of the traditional home. Or maybe even going further and some older cultures that have ancient traditions still, where the village or the tribe, the family unit, stays together in at least the same area, obviously. Like, you build the hut beside the other hut, and then you got the grandma, the grandpa, the mother, the father, and the children all living within the same proximity and sharing. But I don't know, comment on that. I kind of believe in that. I think the family, instead of breaking people apart and force them into debt, which is something we should all avoid. I believe as long as the family's getting along, like, obviously keep it healthy. If you guys don't get along, then obviously you may need to live apart. As Jordan Peterson, one of the greatest Canadians in my opinion, says, if people are going to be toxic, you just cut them out. It doesn't matter who they are. You gotta be strong, make your bed, clean your room, get your shit together. And sometimes you can't do that. People are going to support you or like sabotage your success, I guess, be the term that comes to mind for me. But anyway, special shout out Jordan Peterson. If you ever watched this, God love you. I'd love to get you out flying in a Huey one day in real life. Even if we're both in the back having a chat over the comms. So let me know if we could ever set that up. Hit me up on Facebook. Just get into our artistic flight group there and let me know. I'm also following you too. So keep up the good work. I know it's not easy being truthful all the time and having to put people in their place with sociological norms that seem to supersede the truth and the long lost ethics, maybe right from wrong, morals. Well, compass seems to be spinning all over the place there. Thankfully mine's doing right good in the simulator here. But we are also not synchronized on a side note. So, good to know. Must not have synchronized that earlier. Anyway, sometimes there could be magnetic anomalies as well. You should be checking that to your flight. So, anyway, back to our topic here. Anyway, special shout out to Jordan Peterson on a side note. So, Make Women Great Again, special shout out. The Make Women Great Again Conference 2022. Where are we here? So anyways, parade wrapping her up here. So, Princess Matali, maybe try to have the relationship mature there after the initial wow factor stage. And relationships are gonna peak and kind of slowly fizzle out. So try to keep the love alive, try to keep the interest there, try to jazz it up, try to do new things. Also, I heard time apart is healthy for a relationship. As they say, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Maybe this special shout out to that song. So, not a long term, little breaks. You know what I mean. If you need it, if you don't, sometimes you could be super clingy and not be over clingy. I don't know if that makes sense, but in the initial stage, depends on how fast your passion can fizzle out there. But I've never seemed to found the limit on mine there, other than having end things for things not going the way they should have been. Try to keep it spiced up there, long story short. So try not to be self-entitled, don't be mean to your dude, disrespectful and manipulative, don't use your guys, don't be greedy and needy and untrusting, long story short. Little advice, just for fun. Obviously, I am not a medical dude, so if you really need advice, go seek it out wherever it's technically needed. So, anyway, my answer, or my long story short, well, get the loyalty there. Never break the loyalty. It's hard to get it back. Or, well, the trust, I should say. No, I guess if you're loyal, you're going to be loyal. You can't just give that up. Unless maybe something wrong there. But be loyal, keep the devotion there, respect, the care, keep the love alive. Take interest in your lovers. Don't worry about sacrifices there. There's always ups and downs. Keep your happy spirits, joyfulness, light up the room when you're around your lover. Twinkle in your eye, so to speak. They say the pupils when you're around someone you like there will enlarge too, on another note. So, get your patience, get the communications going. Obviously, people are mind readers. And remember, trust is earned, it's not gained. And on a side note, wrapping up for the dudes, remember, get the prenups there if you got the need to. Maybe on a side note there, a question. What do you guys think about paternity DNA tests at the moment of birth? And then the father can not have to worry about that there, or the mother, or whoever it needs to be. So I appreciate your time. Time is valuable. So if you guys loved it, enjoyed the video, stayed all the way to the end, thank you again. And if you guys want to help support the team, check out our website, artistic-flight.com. Grab the download there, get a PDF free. Share it with your friends if you want to. Help out our mascot, Polar. And maybe hit the like button if you want. We need a bunch of subscribers. Well, I guess that's not that important. If you want to subscribe. There's no talking people into that. So if you liked it and you want to subscribe, maybe do that up there. Think about it. Sleep on it. Watch another video or something. And what else was I going to say there? if you want to save 7%, Maxflightstick products. Maxflightstick.com. Enter artistic flight, all one word, at the checkout. Or enter the code wherever you do that there. Not sure offhand exactly how it goes there, but at the checkout, I'm pretty sure. And save yourself 7%. Any item or items there, you can get it in bulk, whatever you would like. So check out the new products there. Enter code artistic flight at the checkout. Save 7%. We're just gonna take our time getting in here, and hopefully my taxiing skills are not too wild there for you. I've been flying DCS here, coming up 8 years this Christmas 2022. A couple months away, but it'll be a good landmark. So Oculus Rift CV1, it's the original VR unit, so the graphics maybe aren't the greatest here in the video. So if you want to help us out, grab the download. We get a new computer here. We're going to set up a simulator in store, hopefully at some point soon, near the border of Maine and New Brunswick. So hopefully try to maybe stay tuned with that when we get our shop open, and you guys can come down and fly in VR, and we'll teach you guys in real life. So and that's in the pipeline there, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again for your time. I'm going to shut this down. We'll do a full shutdown, and then we'll get out into the external view here. And on a side note, just for an inside joke, if anybody knows the best way to piss off your maintenance guy or just anyone in general on a Huey in real life, mind you, probably don't want to do this, but anyway, if you feel you can handle the repercussions in real life, tell your fleet commander to come over and you got something to show him there if you really want to push your luck. Anyways, turn on your windshield wipers and see what happens. Oh, I don't use them that often. Anyway. Anyways, if those of you know what I'm talking about, put in a comment there, or actually maybe keep to yourself, keep the secret there until a little insider joke. Yeah, great. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to go into an external view on the shutdown. Oh, that's a nice view, actually. I wonder how close we can get that. Alright, so thanks for watching. Let's see how long that was. Oh, it's only about 50 minutes. That was shorter than I thought. Okay, well, thanks. Like, subscribe. I believe you can hit the bell, follow everything there from that if you want. And I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to have a whole bunch more coming up. So this one here, Modern Women, hopefully stayed super positive. We covered everything there within the time. Didn't rush through anything there. But anyways, long story short, if you're still searching for love, don't give up the hope. Always have the faith there. Try different things. Sometimes it's best not to go and try too hard either. On a side note, love will find you, as they say. And I'm going to get out of my sim pit here. We're going to go shut her down. So special shout out to the left and right door gunners, entertaining you guys during the flight. And we'll try to switch things up, different maps, different scenery, different subjects, different topics. But we'll try to keep the cows, because I seem to, hopefully you guys enjoy that there. Anyways, God love you, enjoy your day, thanks again.